Hello and welcome to this video. My name is Claire and I make YouTube videos documenting my life living full-time in a 2005 Freightliner Sprinter van with my husband and dog. It has now been almost 11 months since we completed the original van build. We've covered almost 45,000 miles in this thing, and as is true with any vehicle, there's a lot of maintenance that has to be done to keep it running efficiently. So for the next couple of weeks, there is some major work that we're going to be doing on our van. First, Andy is gonna make a little desk office space in the van. He recently got a remote job that he can do from inside the van, no matter where we are, as long as we have internet. We can't really rely on libraries because their Wi-Fi is usually not dependable, at least not dependable enough for video chats, which he has to do a lot of throughout the workday. So he's gonna make a little desk that he can pull out every day to do his work at.
I'm thinking if I make a little plate or something, I could bolt it here and mount that like this, and then this tabletop would swivel. So hopefully mount it something like that.
Step into my office. To start this portion of the project, Andy wanted to try pulling away the plastic wall covering from the van frame to mess around and see what his options were for a mount.
This is a bunch of old.
What is that?
Old cabling that's run through the ceiling. It's all garbage. Probably just cut it, try and pull it out. Alright, so I got a little template. I think what I'm going to do is have Ben cut a plate so this template could go here. It'll be bolted here, and then this would get bolted to my plate, kind of like that, and we'll mount it there.
To make a mount for the table design, Andy and Ben used something called a CNC plasma table to cut out a steel plate.
Like that. That wasn't right.
Andy ended up not attaching the mount to the wall of the van like he planned. He decided it made more sense to attach it to the base of the seat instead. Then he used some of the leftover butcher block from the van counters to make a desktop. He used the saw to cut it to the size he wanted and sanded it down. When the table isn't being used, it will need a place to be stored. So Andy 3D printed some corner tabs to attach to the side of the counter. These will hold the table securely in place when it's in storage.
Ooh, thank God. I did not think about the bit going in when I made those holes, but luckily it fits. Oh, perfect. See, that's gonna be perfect. Feels pretty good.
Oh yeah,
You can actually,
that looks good.
you can take this, it slides on right here.
Oh, it clears.
Intentional.
For sure. Oh yeah.
Well, you can literally store that there. The other arm piece goes right on here, so that can be straight up. The table's right there. It might make a little bit of noise, but it's gonna be better than, it's way better though than tucking it like behind the driver's seat. You can swivel it, adjust the height down there. Ben made me a little bracket mounted right there. You just slide this on, put the top on, that'll work.
Next up, the handle on the sliding door is pretty jacked up and hasn't been working the best, which makes it really difficult to open the sliding door. Slowly over time, as we continually use the sliding door, the handle has gotten more and more difficult to pull on, and it's to the point where we are like throwing our entire body weight into like opening the door. Like we have to really pull on the handle for it to like unlatch so we can open the door. There's been times when like we had to make a rule, like we can't use this door, like we have to go in and out the front doors, which is a huge inconvenience. But like we were kind of worried we were gonna damage the door before we could get back here to get it fixed. So as you can see, Andy has taken the handle off. He's tinkered with it and then he's gonna put the handle back on. This whole process took like 30 to 60 minutes. It was super quick. But just add to the list of things, like we couldn't do it without the adequate tools, so we kind of had to put it off until we got to a place where we had access to what we needed to get it done. Almost every single drawer is out of place. The sliders have been knocked ajar as we've like gone through our travels, the bumps and stuff on the road. So almost none of the drawers open how they're supposed to. Like they're supposed to be the type of drawers where you push them in gently and then they just open. But every time we have to open a drawer, we have to really like jangle it around trying to get it to open. So they all need to be reset so that they'll open nice and smooth.
I think I'll be happy with it as long as it opens. This drawer slide broke, so I'm gonna take this off and put these two new ones on. These are actually shorter, but I have them, so we don't have to buy them. I think our drawers will work.
The next major task is fixing the rust. This van is rusting really, really bad. And if we want to be able to keep using our van for the years to come, we need to get on that problem before it gets out of hand. But guess how much the estimate was to have our van professionally painted? In between $10,000 and $20,000. We don't have that kind of money, okay? Luckily, Andy is super talented and he can pretty much do anything, so he's gonna try to do the whole paint job himself. Finally, we need to install internet. Yep, you heard me. We're installing internet in our van. This is not a cheap endeavor, I am not gonna lie, but it will be worth it because sometimes you gotta spend a little bit of money to make a lot more money. And in the end, this purchase is gonna earn us way more money than it costs because this is how Andy is gonna be making his paychecks. What do you got?
Internet. Yeah, put that on the roof. It's a big antenna with a bunch of cables that go through. So it goes on the roof and then it goes into our modem. I messed up when I bought the antenna. I didn't think about the roof of the van and how it has ribs. There's spacing in between these ribs. So this is our antenna that is gonna go on the roof, but it's way too big and it won't fit in between the ribs. So I have to make this spacer. Cut this out, weld it up, we'll paint it. The antenna will mount on there and that will bolt onto the van. We'll put some sealant around it and it should be okay. Here's the mount. This is gonna go on the roof of the van and the antenna is gonna go on top of this. But I gotta get the scale off. We're gonna MIG weld it, but probably gonna put in some smaller TIG welds so it doesn't distort as much because it's pretty thin.
And I'm sure along the way there will be some other little unforeseeable projects. And I'm actually really interested and curious to see what pops up.
We're gonna convert this into a swivel seat. So we're gonna take this seat off, take our swivel base that's in here, put it on the base, and then put the seat back on, and then it'll be able to swivel. This is the swivel base. So the swivel base will go onto the white part, and then the seat goes on to this base, and it hopefully lines up with all these weird little cutouts. I'm gonna try and put it right here, so.
Uh-oh. There's wires connected.
Forgot about that.
It's all the crap that's been in there this whole time. Like, what even is this stuff? It's a sticker. Oh, fun. South Carolina.
I got this off of eBay too, so hopefully these holes actually line up.
Yeah, watch it not line up.
It said it was for a passenger van. If not, why is it hanging off? They definitely line up though.
Okay, that's good.
Close enough anyways, I think. But that's like hanging off.
Yeah, that looks like a great way to slam your shin into something and have it hurt really bad.
We'll do it. We'll bolt this thing in, and I guess that's what you get for buying a $150 swivel seat off of eBay.
Is this safe?
Yeah, this company apparently does crash testing with it, so they did like DOT something crash testing. So if you believe that, then yeah. Can't exactly see that. I have those heated seats.
Yeah, make sure you plug that heated seat back in.
Come on. I snapped off a bolt trying to take the EGR off because I was going to clean it, and that's like the preventative maintenance you're supposed to do. And it was dirty, but I snapped the bolt. So now we're trying to weld a nut onto the bolt to get it out. Ready?
Oh yeah, bullseye. Okay. Oh! Matthew, why is that open? Why is the hole open?
What is going on?
Oh no, the rest of the threads broke off, but we got some of them out. We fry it, you know?
Yeah.
That knife's over.
It's got to be zapped pretty good because
18.5 volts. Okay, we're cutting. I think that's the bottom.
I think we're good.
That's the bottom.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching this entire video. If you made it all the way to the end, leave a comment of the little screwdriver emoji. Also, of course, as always, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell notification. See you next time!